Hello, and you're very welcome to part one of our Christmas racing previews. Well, we're all looking forward to a great Christmas, but then of course from Thursday on, St Stephen's Day, our racing festivals start in Leopardstown and Limerick, and of course we race at Down Royal as well on Thursday. So, Mark, what do you think? Will we start with the juvenile hurdle, the Night Frank?
Well, yes, Miriam, and certainly we're all hoping Santa Claus comes on Wednesday. I think for most punters, Willie Mullins will be Santa Claus this week. He certainly is the man we have to start with. He's such a strong representation over the whole Christmas meeting. And his runner here in the Grade 2 Night Frank Juvenile Hurdle at 1:20 is Anna Liffett. Now, this one certainly will be almost unbackable. She's been very good in her 2 starts, winning on both occasions very easily. She's around 3-1 on, and really be a big surprise if she gets beat. Yeah. You know, she looks a very top-class contender. She's already favoured for the Triumph Hurdle at Cheltenham in March, and if she gets beaten here, it'll be a big surprise. Yeah,
I still think Guitar Pete, though, I still have a soft spot for him. He's probably one for the forecast.
Well, I think he is. He ran a good race second at Cheltenham last time. He won well at Down Royal, but it's very hard to see Anna Liffett getting beaten, unfortunately.
Absolutely. So moving on then, the Racing Post Novice Chase.
Yeah, great race always this, Grade 1, the first of many Grade 1s this week, over 2 miles and 1. And again, the likely favourite here from the Willie Mullins yard, the Champagne Fever. Of course, winner at Cheltenham Festival last 2 years. He won the Cheltenham Bumper and the Supreme Novice Hurdle last March. Started his career over fences with a good win at Punchestown last month, and will be certainly a hot favourite here. Interesting race though. I don't think he'll have things all his own way. 6 runners and a couple of front runners as well here. The Five Logic, Paul Nolan's, he likes to tear away in front. Yeah. Good jumper as well, won well at Naas. Good second to Felix Younger last time at Punchestown. That was a good effort. So I think he's going to put it up to Champagne Fever. Also Trifolium, he was second to Felix Younger at Navan last time under Davy Russell. Yeah. He likes to race up at the pace as well, was a decent hurdler as well. So while Champagne Fever probably should win and will be a sharp price to do so, I wouldn't be taking too short a price, because those 2 horses are going to put it up to him, I think, definitely, and make it an interesting race. Yeah, absolutely. And then just speaking of Felix Younger, we have of course Limerick, the Greenland Park Novice Chase, and he's competing that. So having already so easily accounted for Defy Logic and Trifolium, I think he has to be the one in that. Absolutely, that's the big race down in Limerick, and yes, he's going to take a lot of beating down there. He looks a very, very good horse. 2.5 miles won't be a problem for him. And you know, I think he's another likely favourite on what could be a day for sharp price favourites. Certainly at Leopardstown, the first race, Clondalk Court, probably would have been there for Willie Mullins. I think the last race as well, a horse at Dermot Wells called Windsor Park, ran a nice race in a bumper at Ferryhouse there early December. He has a good chance to be second in his first run. It is a hot race, but I think Windsor Park with Robbie McNamara on board might send the punters home happy on Thursday evening. Yeah, absolutely. And of course we have so much action across Channel 2, and I still can't decide between Q Card and Alfarov. Yeah, great race to King George, and you know what a race it has been over the years. We've had 5 years of Cotto Star winning, and of course 2 years of Long Run. Long Run tries again at 12-1. I suppose a lot of people will be interested each way, but the basement run of this season, you'd feel that maybe his best days are behind him. Certainly Q Card was very good when he won the last time. Unfortunately, the stable at the moment seems to be hit by a bit of a low-grade virus, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. He's around 5-2 favourite. Obviously must have a big chance. The one I do like myself is actually Dynasty, trained by David Pipe. He won the Feltham there last year, and I think he likes the course very well. He ran well when he was second to Q Card in the Betfair. Also Siviano Conti should run well, and even from Ireland there, Gordon Elliott's Mount Benbulben. So it really is a cracking contest. I fancy Dynasty myself, but you know, it should be a really good day's racing. Also of course the big hurdle race there, the Christmas hurdle. You got My 10 to Yours taking on the new one. Both very good horses, both won last time out, and both are challenging for the champion hurdle. So really is a cracking day's racing on Thursday. An awful lot to look forward to. I think so. Yeah, Dave in front of the fire now watching TV if we don't make it to Leopardstown. Exactly. And of course, just to say to Leopardstown too, there's great tote pools to be won there, 20,000 jackpot and the 50,000 pick 6. Now that's well worth having a go with. There's a couple of probably sharp price favourites there, so the likes of people will be banking on Anna Liffett and maybe Champagne Fever, Clondalk Court in the first race. So you know, it's not an impossible bet to have 6 winners, although it sounds it, but 50,000 is a nice pot. Exactly. Follow Willie, I'd say. I think that's the way most people will be doing it. Yeah, absolutely. So moving on then to Leopardstown Friday, and it's Paddy Power Day, and we have the Dial-A-Bet Chase then first off. Well, yes, and of course we have to stress here, we're just looking at the entries now at this stage. The declaration will be out on Thursday morning, so we're not quite sure exactly what's going to run, but I think Size in Europe, you know, he won the race last year. He's 11 years of age now. He didn't stay the trip at Down Royal last time. He was second to Ride Me over 3 miles. Going back to 2 miles, he loves 2 miles. I think he's still a very, very good horse, and while he's got to take on some very useful rivals here, younger younger rivals as well. You know, there's an awful lot of people will still think that he's going to go close, and I think he will. He loves Leopardstown. Andrew Lynch gets a great tune out of him, and he should go well. I suppose the big danger certainly would be our Vika Legionnaire from the Willie Mullins yard. He was a good winner last time of the Dorkin Chase, although there was only 2 runners in the race, unfortunately, when Sir de Champ fell early. But, you know, going back to 2 miles won't be a problem. I have a feeling he doesn't really like left-handed as much as he does right-handed, so I'd be willing to oppose him on Friday. I think Kid Cassidy should run well as well from the Nicky Henderson yard. Good winner last time out. Cheltenham, that form was well franked since by Sir de Grugy. So I think that's, you know, very solid form. Our Vika Legionnaire would be favourite, but I'd be willing to take a chance on Kid Cassidy. I think, you know, each way he can't be out of the first 3 anyway, surely.
Great. And then, of course, the Paddy Power, the future champions novice hurdle, just looks a serious race, doesn't it?
I think one of the races I'm meeting here, Miriam, no doubt about that. I mean, interesting to see the Tullow Tank, good winner last time at the Royal Bond at Ferryhouse. That was a very good race. You know, very nice horse this way, lovely horse for the future. It's going to be a real chaser, I think, next year. And he's going to take a bit of beating here. He loves Leopardstown, he likes the soft ground. Danny Mullins gets on well with him, and he's sure to improve. I do think myself, though, that if the horse turns up, a horse called Arctic Fire, again trained by Willie Mullins, I thought he was unlucky last time at Ferryhouse against the Tullow Tank. He finished very strongly from the back of the field, and if he does turn up, I think he's got a great chance. Now, in saying that, it looks like Mile Park could represent Willie Mullins. He was a very good bumper horse last season. He won well at Navan on his first run over hurdles, so you'd have to fancy him. But there's, you know, there's other horses, the one from England, John Ferguson's Dubai Prince, formerly a very, very good 2-year-old, you know, when he was trained by Dermot Weld here a couple of years ago. Very decent horse, and if he turns up, you know, the way he won his first race as well, you'd have a very interesting race there. But, you know, lots to look forward to in that one. The Tullow Tank, though, I suppose, will be the choice of many.
Yeah, the big one. And then the puzzle, that will be the Paddy Power Chase.
Well, absolutely. It's going to be a very difficult one, isn't it? 28 runners for sure. And we're looking already at 50 horses in the race that we're looking at here. Who's to know what's going to happen? Home Farm has been well backed in recent days for Arthur Moore. Always a very dangerous man at these type of handicaps. Going to step up to 3 miles for the first time, which will probably suit him. Now, he's going to have plenty of weight. That's the only slight worry. And with the rain forecast, I think the ground could be quite soft by Friday. And he'll be doing a big job to win this race off while he's nearly top weight. I do like Mad Brian. I think he's a very good horse. When a blinder in the Tri-Town Chase, second and only his second handicap, only his 3rd run over fences, he's going to improve an awful lot. 2 at bigger prices I like, actually, the Panther Claw, trained by Paul Nolan. This one finished 5th in the Tri-Town, stayed on from the back of the field, and I think, you know, the more testing ground will suit him. He's very slow horse, just keeps going at one pace, but in the Paddy Power, I think that's what you need in testing conditions over 3 miles. And a 14-1, I have a little interest in him each way. Also, rich revival there for Elizabeth Doyle. Certainly is a horse that likes soft ground, had a good season last year, and around 20-1 at the moment. I say some people might be interested in that one. I
think so, and always runs well fresh too, doesn't he?
He does, I think it's important. He pulled off a really 3-timer last year. He won the Grand National Trial at Naas over 3 miles, so the trip won't be a problem, and the soft ground will certainly suit him. So it should, you know, an awful lot to look forward to of the first 2 days of the Leopardstown Festival.
Absolutely, and not forgetting we've Limerick Friday too, and just a quick look at the Tim Duggan Chase. I like Dick Dundee. I think confidence is back now after his win over hurdles. He had the couple of falls over fences, but then Unoccupied too, I think, takes the eye tiny weight, and I think he should run a big one. Should he run?
Should he run? He's in the Welsh National well. He probably won't get in there. The trip might be a little bit on the sharp side for him, but he ran a very good race last time. He was second in the Cork Grand National. But, you know, soft ground in Limerick, he should certainly go well as well. No doubt about that.
Great.
So lots to look forward to.
Absolutely. And that's the end of part 1 of our racing previews. In part 2, we'll be talking about Saturday and Sunday, Leopardstown and Limerick. Thanks for watching.
Go racing. Go online. GoRacing.ie. Horse Racing Ireland's official website.